it would be like everybody had to of course, if you have your song structure, you have your form, your heads, your shouts and all of that. But like in between that, when jazz and like the interpretations of interplay between musicians happens, that was maybe like I was around 14, 15 when I'm seeing guys play it on a pretty high level. And that's when I had to get into it and really start sitting down and checking out. That's when I was leaving playing brass instruments to get into drums. So I had to really sit down with some records like Cliff Brown, with Art Blakey, checking out a lot of Max Roach, checking out a lot of Philly Joe. So that was my early on, just getting understanding of coordination between your limbs, your hands and your feet, and reading music and all of that. That was kind of like, to answer your question, I got into jazz around 14, 15 when I really started checking it out and transcribing and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to, let's say, if you had to say 5 drummers that influenced you the most, and doesn't necessarily all have to be old drummers, but you know that kind of shaped who you are as a player today, who would you say that was?
I would say that definitely the first 3 that really grabbed my interest was, of course, the people I had to be around. Like, unfortunately, he passed, but Montez Coleman, he was one of the guys that really, really challenged me as a young dude to take it serious, you know, because he was one of those no-nonsense type dudes. And Montez Coleman, a St. Louis hero from East St. Louis, but you know, he made his rounds playing with McCoy and Roy Hargroves. And after really checking him out, I'm like, yo, I gotta dig a little deeper, you know, in terms of just like my vocabulary with jazz cats. So it would definitely have to be Art Blakey. Will have to definitely be Max Roach and Roy Haynes. You know, so those 4 right there. And then in terms of really trying to keep all of that language into a more a groove-based or straight 8th type arena, I loved Billy Higgins and Bernard Purdy and Steve Gadd and those type of dudes, because they were straight up chameleons of their craft. You know, I mean, I can go on, you know, like the Grady Tates and the Lenny Whites. Mm-hmm. It's just so many, man. So, but those were the kind of guys that kind of bridged the gap from the basics to the most complicated, the rhythms you can really apply to every genre.